never collect strange dolls. Mary inherited a bunch of dolls, and shortly after, her daughter started hearing voices coming from the walls, talking to her at night. So she faces the baby monitor towards the doll when this happens. Not yet convinced as this could just be a coincidence, Mary decides to move the monitor to face the whole room, and on another night it captures this. The dog then starts growling at one of the dolls. Later, while her daughter is playing with one of the dolls, something terrifying happens. The girl suddenly gets hurt on the arm while playing with the doll. Now concerned for her safety, she doesn't know what to do with all these dolls.
She was recording her pet when she sees this. From unknown sources, a woman who's taking care of her sister's pets for the weekend captured a disturbing moment. While getting ready to feed the animals, she decides to record a video for her friends showing how she's spending her weekend when something horrific is captured on camera. Like something from the horror movie It, we can see something that looks like Pennywise staring intensely at the woman with its uncanny human eyes. Whatever's in there begins to move around as soon as she tries to touch it, and we can see it's some sort of furred creature. Now, after looking online for a small animal that has similar eyes to a human, I was only able to find some species of rabbits and guinea pigs. But still, even the best images online don't seem to compare to the eyes of what we saw in that enclosure. So is this just an odd angle of a rabbit or a guinea pig's eyes? If not, I have no idea what the hell this is.
The following footage is from a couple of witnesses who heard something tapping at their window, so they started to record, and what they captured absolutely terrified them. What appears to be this unidentified person or thing was in their window, but it's not just that thing that's in the window. Look to their corner. There are several glowing, blinking eyes. Now, some people say this is just an owl, but when you really look at it, is it? Take a look at this.
On December 27 of 2025, a strange video was posted by a veterinary hospital in Madison, Alabama, where apparently something happened that caused all employees to stop in their tracks.
That's weird.
What occurred during this moment has left everyone spooked. Now, this video recording was kept private for 4 years until just a few weeks ago. It was only after receiving many comments asking for this footage that Renee Holt, the owner of this clinic, decided to share it, as she believes her clinic is haunted. From dog kennels that often open on their own in the middle of the night, to office equipment being thrown around with no apparent cause, Renee and her staff have no explanation for these odd occurrences. However, there is one theory that occasionally comes up at work, and it's the belief that all this activity might be due to the dogs who passed away at this clinic. Whether being put down for medical reasons or naturally passing away, they were last alive at this location. But despite their absence, it seems that they're still here, just not physically. One night, while caring for a critically ill cat, this happens.
Did you out? That's weird. Where is that coming from?
A dog is heard crying somewhere in this clinic, but that's odd because there shouldn't be a dog here at this time. The only other dog inside this clinic is the one in this office. However, they don't howl or make any noise throughout the footage.
Where is that coming from? It's all something's coming from. Okay, so you still want to do banana bags, 15 mils an hour, head of starch, 4 mils an hour. It's coming from over this way. Alright. Medication, vetronidazole, 15 mil BID, IV. No. Alright, who's going to help me? What's in the lobby? It's coming from the lobby. No, it's not. Where is it? It's a miniature. What is that? What, phantom dogs? Why don't you look in the front porch and make sure they didn't dump one or throw one in the pen outside or something?
I didn't hear anything.
You're not hearing that. Rhea has heard it.
I didn't hear it, no.
You heard it, right? I heard it. It sounded like it was in that room or something. Like it sounded like it was like playing the board. We're gonna play that back.
I didn't even hear anything.
Can you?
The whole staff searches all around for this dog, but after checking extensively, both inside and outside, they find nothing. The dog was nowhere to be found. Yet still, the cries continue as if desperately wanting to be found. But unfortunately, that never happens. With no sight or any trace of this canine, the staff can't help but wonder if what they heard had been a dog they once cared for. Could it be that what they heard was something from the other side? It isn't certain if that's the case, but it's been 4 years since this happened, and despite capturing other strange things on camera, this one remains unforgettable to the clinic.
He heard noises in the basement, but when he went to check, this happens. A man who's home alone with no power captured a shocking moment when he decided to make a video to send to his friends, showing them the power outage. He makes his way towards the basement stairs and hears something moving down there. Then this happens. The man backs off in fear as he hears footsteps running up the stairs toward him, but just below him, something unsettling was captured. A dark shadow can be seen moving up the stairs as he heard the steps. Then he sees it's just his cat that gave him a heart attack.
Now, this next video was submitted to me by Sam J, who's part of the yearbook team at her high school. One afternoon, while a group of senior students were rehearsing for a graduate ceremony that took place last spring, a camera inside the auditorium recorded something that left all students, including staff, terrified.
What you guys will do first is you're gonna take the diploma from me.
It was during a speech rehearsal by the school principal that this was caught. Take a look.
That's okay. We don't want any broken ankles tonight before graduation. So then we're going to talk about individual accomplishments a little bit, and we'll move you off to the side before other stuff starts. That was odd. Just a change in air pressure, or was that a friendly ghost, Mr. Baker? Thank you, sir. And then, let's see, then we'll talk about STEM.
The principal carries on, paying little attention to what just happened, as he claims this could have been due to wind pressure. But despite thinking this, it would be what happens next that completely changes his mind. While instructing students on how to move on stage, this is captured.
The programs and how we're trying to grow those, and also maybe a little bit about growing the sports programs as well. And then we'll talk about your individual achievements and how you guys have really taken leadership. Everybody should give us their science. There it goes again.
Yeah. It's like one of those where like
we must have an open door somewhere else in the building, blowing that open. Anyway, so let's get started in just the way that we're going to go. So we'll go John Anderson, we'll do the thing, walk over, and then Cal Connors, thing, come over, then are we at it? No, that's the right order. So Michael Thompson comes over. That, right? And we've got Emily Rodriguez. Same thing. And just fly away. It flew away, did we?
It's at this point that the notion of this being just the wind stops making sense. A cap on one of the students flies off their head. Almost as if someone knocked it off, the hat zips across in a swift and sudden motion before landing close to the exit. The same exit where no one was seen opening the door. Even the principal, who initially thought it was nothing, couldn't make sense of this. According to Sam J, the yearbook member who sent me this clip, he was just as baffled as everyone else. Now, after this happened, they proceeded to finish up the rehearsal before leaving an hour later. The next day, Sam takes a video of the exit door and shows that they're not automatic. If they were, then this definitely would have explained the doors opening, but given that they're not, and considering the cap incident, perhaps what occurred here was caused by something unexplainable. If true, then students might not be as sad to leave the school on graduation day, given that it might be haunted. Now that's creepy.
Surveillance footage captured a truly unexplainable incident. It happened late at night. Staff members were reviewing the previous day's security recordings when they noticed something disturbing. Around 4 a.m., the hospital was completely empty. The hallways were silent. Only one patient remained, lying motionless on a bed after being recently admitted. Then suddenly, a shadowy figure began to rise from the patient's body. The figure moved slowly, almost deliberately, floating through the air toward the doorway. You can see it clearly in the footage. The shadow lifts up from the patient lying on the bed, then glides smoothly across the room, heading straight for the exit, and then it vanishes completely from the camera's view. When hospital staff saw this, they were shocked. They had no explanation for what they witnessed. To this day, the hospital has never provided any reasonable answer. Some people believe this was the patient's soul leaving their body after death. The very next day, that patient lying on the bed had indeed passed away. So what do you think really happened here? Comment down below.
people didn't believe he was really seeing ghosts until he was able to capture it on video.
No, 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 no. Quit it. Stop bringing that up. Stop saying that. You always wait till now to say that. Whoa. Alexa, light on.
At the time, their daughter was just 3 months old. What makes this image especially chilling is what happened on the very same day the photo was taken. According to the viewer, her baby suddenly stopped breathing and had to be rushed to the hospital. Doctors were unable to find anything medically wrong, and thankfully, the child recovered. When the photos from that day were later developed, every image on the roll appeared completely normal. Every photo except this one. In the image, you can clearly see the baby lying on the floor in a carrier, but hovering above her are two strange shapes. One appears bright white, elongated and almost humanoid in form. The other is a dark, shadowy shape positioned nearby.